Welcome to this channel. Today we are going to explore Ajmer District, Rajasthan State, the historic seat of the Chauhans. Before we go into the video, please subscribe this channel and press bell button to get notifications of upcoming videos. Now we go into the video. Ajmer district, located in the central part of Rajasthan, is a land steeped in rich history, spiritual grandeur, and district cultural heritage. Renowned for its unique blend of Sufi mysticism and Hindu sacred traditions, the district holds a special place on the geopolitical and cultural map of North India. The historic city of Ajmer mountain range, historically established as Ajayameru by the Chauhan ruler Ajaya Raja II in the early 12th century. Ajmer served as the formidable spy center of Rajput power before witnessing succession by the Delhi Sultanate, the Mughals, Marathas, and eventually the British East Indian Company. Today, Ajmer district stands out as an administrative, educational, and commercial center that bridges Rajasthan's past with its modern industrial and tourist economy. Geographically positioned in the heart of Rajasthan, Ajmer district is surrounded by the districts of Nagaur to the north, Jaipur and Tonk to the east, Bhilwara to the south, and Pali to the west. The district lies between 25 degree 38 and 26 degree 58 north latitudes and 74 degree 05 and 74 degree 05 and 75 degree 22 east longitudes, occupying an elevation of roughly 486 meters, 1594 feet above the sea level. The defining topographic feature of the region is the Aravalli Range, one of the oldest fold mountain systems in the world, which cuts through the district and divides its landscape into semi and plains, low hills, and fertile valleys. Because of its central geographical placement, Ajmer acts as a vital transit corridor connecting western Rajasthan, Jodhpur, Barmer, with northern and eastern trade routes leading to Jaipur and Delhi. The history of Ajmer district is intricately intertwined with the glorious reign of the Chauhan dynasty, earning it the enduring legacy of the history seat of the Chauhans. Founded in 1113 CE by King Ajayaraja II, the settlement was named Ajayameru, meaning the invisible hill, and it quickly became the imperial capital of the Chahamana kingdom. Under legendary monarchs such as Vigraharaja IV and Prithviraj Chauhan III, Ajmer grew into a military stronghold and intellectual powerhouse. Following the pivotal Second Battle of Terrain in 1192 CE, Ajmer fell under the sphere of influence of the Delhi Sultanate. It later emerged as a prized imperial city during the Mughal era. Emperor Akbar established a royal palace, Akbari Fort Museum, here and visited frequently on foot to pay homage to the Sufi Saint Hazrat Khwaja Mainuddin Chishti. During the British Raj, Ajmer Merwara was maintained as a directly administered province separate from the surrounding princely states, cementing its strategic political importance. Ajmer district experiences a semi-arid hot climate typical of central Rajasthan, characterized by stark seasonal temperature shifts and modest monsoon precipitation. Summers last from April to June, with temperatures frequently climbing above 40 degrees C and occasionally reaching up to 45 degrees C during hot, dry spells, accompanied by dusty winds known locally as Loo. The monsoon season spans from July to September, bringing relief with the average annual rainfall ranging between 400 mm and 500 mm, though precipitation varies significantly from year to year. Winters running from November to February as pleasantly cool and dry, with daily average temperatures hovering around 15 degrees C to 22 degrees C, though nightmare temperatures can plummet to 5 degrees C or lower. The cooler autumn and winter months represent the peak tourism window, attracting pilgrims and international visitors alike. Ajmer district boasts well-developed transport infrastructure that links it seamlessly to major metro cities across India. The nearest aviation hub is Kisangar Airport, IATA KOH, located around 27 kilometers northeast of Ajmer city, offering direct domestic flights to major hubs such as Delhi and Hyderabad, while Jaipur International Airport IATA JAI, situated approximately 135 kilometers away, handles broader international and domestic air traffic. In terms of rail infrastructure, Ajmer Junction is a major railway hub on the Western Railway Zone, serving as a primary stop for high-speed trains like Vande Bharat Express, Shatabdi Express, and Rajdhani Express on the Delhi-Jaipur-Ahmedabad route. Other prominent regional stations include Krishnagar, Nasinabad, and Biwar. On the road front, Ajmer is strategically connected via major national highway including NH48 connecting Delhi to Mumbai and NH58 complemented by a fleet of RSRTC, Rajasthan State Road Transport Corporation, express buses and private luxury coaches that ensure frequent connectivity across North and Western India. According to official census figures and demographic assessments, Ajmer district supports a population of over 2.5 million inhabitants with a balanced distribution across urban centers and rural villages. The population density stands at approximately 300 to 350 persons per square kilometer, reflecting a mixture of densely populated urban sectors such as Ajmer city, Kisangar, and Biwar, and sparse agrarian communities. The sex ratio averages around 950 females per 1000 males, displaying gradual improvement over ancient decades due to targeted public health and gender awareness campaigns. Overall literacy rates in the district exceed 70% with when urban areas registering significantly higher figures above 80%, supported by Ajmeri historical legacy as an educational nexus in Rajasthan. The demographic composition of Ajmer district is marked by deep religious diversity and cultural pluralism, serving as a peaceful melting pot of multiple faiths. Hinduism is the majority religion, practiced by roughly 80% of the district's population, with sacred centers like Pushkar holding immense theological reverence as the site of the holy lake and the rare Lord Brahma temple. Islam is practiced by a significant minority, around 12 to 13%, centered largely around the world famous Ajmer Sharif Dargah of Sufi Saint Khwaja Moinuddin Chishti, which draws millions of Muslim and Hindu devotees alike. Additionally, the district hosts notable Jain communities, particularly prominent in the marble trade city of Kisangad and inside Ajmer's famous Nareli and Sonifi Ki Nasiyan temples, alongside smaller Christian, Sikh, and Sindhi populations whose presence dates back to the British administration and post parties migrants. Hindi is the official language used across administrative, legal, and educational institutions in Ajmer district. At the community level, Rajasthani and its regional dialects, most notably Marwari and Dundari, are widely spoken in daily informal communication among native residents. Due to the high influx of international tourists in Pushkar and national pilgrims visiting the Ajmer Dargah, English is commonly understood and used by these in the service, hospitality, and trade sectors. Urdu also holds a meaningful presence with cultural and literary articles, particularly in connection with Sufi devotional music, Islamic jurisprudence, and regional poetry. The cultural identity of Ajmer district is a vibrant tapestry woven from traditional folk arts, sacred music, colorful fairs, and historical craftsmanship. The district is world renowned for Sufi Qawwali music performative traditions that echo daily in the courtyards of the Ajmer Sharif Dargah, alongside traditional Rajasthani folk dance forms such as Gurnar, Kalbella, and Chari dance, often performed with flaming pots balanced on heads. Krishnagiri within the district is globally famous for the Kisan Gar school of miniature painting characterized by stylized focal features and delegates. Brushwork, epitomized by the iconic painting Bani Thani, often called India's Mona Lisa. Major annual cultural gatherings include the internationally famous Pushkar Camel Fair, Pushkar Mela, which combines cattle trading with folk performances and religious rituals, and the solemn Urs festival commemorating the Sufi saint at the Dargah. Ajmer hosts a preeminent reputation as an educational capital in Rajasthan, boasting prestigious historic institutions alongside modern universities. The city is famous for Mayo College and Mayo College Girls' School, founded in 1875 during the British Raj as elite boarding schools to educate Indian royalty, which remain among India's top independent schools. Higher education is sanctioned by Maharishi Dayanand Saraswati University (MDSU), a major state university affiliated with hundreds of colleges across the region, and the Regional Institute of Education (RIF), a constituent unit of NCERT. Furthermore, Ajmer is home to the Board of Secondary Education, Rajasthan RDSE headquarters, which conducts state-level school examinations, and the Central Secondary Education Board CBSE regional office, cementing its role as a pivotal governance node for North Indian academics. The cost of living in Ajmer district is generally moderate to affordable, making it accessible compared to major metropolitan centers like Delhi, Mumbai, or even Jaipur. Residential housing rental rates and property prices remain within reasonable limits, except in high demand commercial pockets of Ajmer city or industrial nodes like Kisangarh. The primary reasons for the balanced cost structure include local agricultural production that keeps staple food and dairy prices steady, a well distributed network of public transit, and moderate utility tariffs regulated by the Puskar Mela and during the Urs festival in Ajmer, when short-term lodging and service costs spike surplus. Ajmer district per capita income ranks in the upper middle bracket among Rajasthani's 50 districts, driven primarily by its strong services sector, marble processing industries, cement plants, and steady tourist revenue. The economic income profile is heavily supplemented by small and medium-sized enterprises, SME, trade, transport, logistics, and agriculture income from rural blocks. Tax administration follows the Unified National Tax Framework, where the goods and services tax GST is levied on local trades, marble exports, and hospitality services managed jointly by state and central GST boards. Property taxes, local municipal duties, and stamp duties on land transfers are collected by the Ajmer Municipal Corporation, Ajmer Nagar Nigam, and district revenue departments to fund infrastructure development. Administratively, Ajmer district is headed by the district collector and district magistrate (IAS) officer responsible for law and order, land revenue, and overall civic coordination, working alongside the district superintendent of police (IPS) officer. In terms of democratic governance, the district falls primarily under the Ajmer Lok Sabha parliamentary constituency. The parliamentary seat is supported by key legislative assembly Vidhan Sabha constituencies lying within and adjacent to the district, which include Ajmer North, Ajmer South SC, Puskar, Kisankar, Nasirabad, Masuda, Kekri, historically associated with the Ajmer administrative boundaries. The political dynamics in the district present a competitive bipolar structure dominated by the Bharatiya Janata Party BJP and the Indian National Congress INC, with the local community demographics include Jats, Gujars, Rawat, Muslims, Sindhis, and scheduled castes playing a significant role in election outcomes. Ajmer district benefits from various central and state government flagship welfare and development policies aimed at infrastructure upgrades, heritage conservation, and urban the HRIDAY, Heritage City Development and Augmentation Yojana scheme, which founded extensive reservations of estuary lakes, heritage pathways, and traffic management systems. On the rural front, programs like MGNREJA, Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act, provide structural employment opportunities in rural Texas. Additionally, state industrial promotion initiatives through RIICO, Rajasthan State Industrial Development and Investment Corporation, offer land subsidies and single window clearances to foster marble processing, textiles, and clean energy units in the district. For administrative efficiency, Ajmer district is subdivided into administrative subdivisions, tehsils, and block panchayats under the oversight of the Ajmer Divisional Commissioner. The key tehsils and subdivisions include Ajmer, Kisangarh, Puskar, Nasirabad, Masuda, Piplu RI, and Rupangarh. These administrative units are responsible for land records management, public grievance redressal, rural development, and revenue collection. At the grassroots level, local governance is structured with Gram Panchayats across rural blocks and municipal councils, Nagar Palika, or municipal corporations, Nagar Nigam across major towns. Ajmer district lies in a transitional drainage zone between the inland drainage basin and the Bay of Bengal river systems, with the Aravalli Hills acting as a major watershed boundary. The most prominent river originating in the district is the Luni River, which emerges near Anasagar Lake in Ajmer as the Sagarmati, flows westward through the Thar Desert and drains into the Rann of Kutch. Another seasonal river is the Dai River, a tributary of the Banas River, which drains southern parts of the district during the monsoon. The district is particularly famous for its historic artificial lakes and reservoirs, most notably Anasagar Lake, built by the Anaji Chauhan in the 12th century. Foy Sagar Lake, built by British engineer Mr. Foy in 1892, and the sacred Puskar Lake. The natural resource base of Ajmer district is defined by rich mineral deposits and vegetation and significant groundwater aquifers nestled within the Aravalli valleys. The surrounding hills coast substantial reserve of non-metallic minerals, building stones, and industrial raw materials that form the backbone of local processing sectors. Vegetation in the region belongs to the dry tropical and semi-arid scrub forest category, dominated by drought-resistant species such as kajri, Prosopis cinerario, babu, Acacia nilotica, doke, and various varieties of cactus, and thorny shrubs. Wildlife in the hilly tracts include leopards, jackals, hyenas, bluebulls, nilgai, and a diverse array of migratory birds that frequent Anasagar and Foysagar during winter months. Ajmer district is one of the Rajasthan's top tourist destinations, attracting millions of religious pilgrims, heritage enthusiasts, and international travelers each year. The central pilgrimage site is the Ajmer Sarif Dargah, the tomb of Sufi Saint Khwaja Moinuddin Chistiti, renowned for its exquisite Mughal architecture and peaceful atmosphere. Nearby stands Adai Din Ka Jonpra, an ancient mosque featuring intricate Indo-Islamic stonework, originally constructed from the remnants of Sanskrit colleges and temples. Other major landmarks in Ajmer city include the scenic Anasagar Lake with its marble Baradari pavilions built by Shah Jahan, Taragar Fort standing guard atop the hill, and Soniji Ki Nasiyon Red Temple, a 19th century Jain temple featuring a gilded wooden depiction of Ayodhya. Just 14 kilometers away lies Puskar, world famous for its sacred lake, Brahma temple, vibrant ghats, and annual camel fair. The district contains a mix of bustling industrial cities, historical cantonments, and religious towns. The largest urban center and administrative head is Ajmer city. Kisangar is internationally famous as the Marble City of India and a hub for art and aviation. Puskar is an ancient holy town renowned worldwide for its spiritual heritage and tourism economy. Nasirabad is a historical military town and one of Rajasthan's prominent cantonment zones established during British rule. Rupangarh and Masuda serve as regional agrarian and historical hubs, known for their forts and traditional crafts. Employment in Ajmer district is well balanced across services, industrial manufacturing, trade, tourism, and agriculture. The service sector is by public administration, railway workshop operations, education, and the hospitality industry catering to religious pilgrims and leisure tourists. Industrial employment centers heavily around the marble, granite, and stone cutting clusters in Kisanggar, which employ tens of thousands of skilled machine operator, stone carvers, and logistic drivers. Furthermore, small-scale textile units, cement factories, food processing mills, and traditional handicraft cottage industries provide steady employment for local, rural, and semi-urban workforces. Mining and mineral processing form a vital industrial pillar of Ajmer district's economy, while Kisanggar serves as Asia's largest trading and processing hub for marble and granite. The district itself yields rich deposits of feldspar, quartz, mica, asbestos, vermiculite, and limestone. Ajmer is one of India's top producers of feldspar and quartz, which are critical raw materials for the national glass, ceramics, and porcelain manufacturing industries. Mineral extraction activities are closely monitored by the State Department of Mines and Geology to enforce environmental compliance and sustainable quarrying practices across the Aravalli mineral belt. The industrial landscape of Ajmer district is dynamic and highly specialized, supported by well-planned RIICO industrial zones such as those at Kisanggat, Gangwana, and Pelra. The hallmark industry is the Kisanggar marble and granite processing industry, home to over 1,000 processing mills, cutting units, and trade showrooms that import and export natural stone globally. Additionally, Ajmer hosts significant textiles and yarn manufacturing units, cement manufacturing plants, leveraging local limestone, and railway, locomotive, and carriage workshops that dates back to 1879. Micro, small, and medium enterprises (MSMEs) specializing in rose water, perfume extraction in Puskar, ceramic products, and traditional silver jewelry further enrich the district's industrial output. Now, questions and answers. Who founded Ajmer and what was its original name? Ajmer was founded in 1113 CE by the Chauhan king Ajayaraja II, who named the city Ajayameru, which translates to the invincible hill. Why is Ajmer referred to as the historic seat of the Chauhans? Ajmer served as the imperial capital of the Chahamana dynasty during its golden era, under powerful rulers like Vigraha Raja IV and Prithviraja Chauhan III, who established it as a major political and military stronghold in medieval India. What is the significance of the Ajmer Sharif Dargah? The Ajmer Sharif Dargah is the shrine of the revered 13th century Sufi saint Hazrat Khwaja Mainuddin Chishti. It is one of the most sacred pilgrimage sites in South Asia, visited by millions of people across all religious faiths seeking blessings. Which famous lake in Ajmer was built by King Anaj Chauhan in the 12th century? Anasagar Lake, an artificial lake constructed between 1135 and 1150 CE, featuring white marble Baradari pavilions, added later by Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan. What makes the nearby town of Puskar globally famous? Puskar is famous for housing one of the world's few dedicated temples of Lord Brahma. Its sacred Puskar Lake surrounded by 52 birthing gods, and the world-renowned annual Puskar Camel Fair, Puskar Mela. Why is Kisangar known as the Marble City of India? Kisangar hosts Asia's largest processing and trading hub for marble, granite, and natural stones, operating hundreds of stone cutting mills and global export units. What famous school of painting originated in Ajmer District? The Kisangor School of Miniature Painting, famous for its stylized depictions of Radha and Krishna, and the iconic painting Bani Tani. What are the main parliamentary and legislative constituencies in Ajmer District? The district falls preliminarily under the Ajmer Lok Sabha constituency with key assembly segments including Ajmer North, Ajmer South SC, Puskar, Kisangor, Nasirabad, and Masuda. Which major river originates in Ajmer district? The Loni River originates in the Puskar Valley of the Aravalli Range near Ajmer, initially known as the Sagar Madi, before flowing west into the Rann of Kutch. What major educational institutions founded in 1875 is located in Ajmer? Mayo College, one of India's oldest and most prestigious independent residential schools, originally founded during the British Raj to educate Indian princes and nobles. Thank you for seeing this video. Please subscribe this channel and press bell button to get notifications of upcoming videos. Thank you.